sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons.
26, Atlanta Falcons. Bradley Pinion.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. And he is stopped as the 25. The drive will begin there. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Mike Hughes on the return for the Falcons. Here comes a return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Falcons set to take over here on offense, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we had playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, he makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go ahead.
Another run here for Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend, You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Court throw taken by Pitts. And they'll get about 8 out of that one. Still a little work to do now on third down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Tua. Taking off, and he'll take this one in. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
It's the score, Falcons 7, 49ers nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 49ers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 32 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not...
And he will score! Deebo Samuel. Touchdown. 49ers.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Carter on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. 3rd and 9.
Malik Mustafa on the coverage.
Go ahead.
Tua gonna throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Atlanta.
48-yard line.
Get set. Ready.
On the option, here's Robinson. And And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Cover one hard, cover one hard.
Tua. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's another Falcons first down.
Now it's Tua. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
For Darnell Mooney.
They'll try again here. 2nd
Makes
and
it
10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa. This one out away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down. To the air again. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and
for the field goal.
That's what happens.
A 44-yard attempt.
The Gonzalez kick is good. And the Falcons will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Purdy on 1st down. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and for the defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
A gain of 21.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with McCaffrey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, 49ers.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now it's the man from Oregon. This is Jordan James. And he's in. Jordan James. Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10.
Falcons 10. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Carter on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll step up and run. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8 from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half.
45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. To throw is Tua. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcons first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. And he's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Lift the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
49ers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Samuel going to see what he can do. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. First and 10. Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here, first and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Purdy going to put it up again. That's to his tight end, Kittle. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
And the 49er first down.
Again in the air for Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Throwing again is Purdy. That is caught. Throw. Mike Evans. Touchdown. 49ers.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
All right. Winning team.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
3rd and long. Here's Tua. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he will score. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Brings this back all the way to midfield. The Niners offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down.
Get set, get set.
Here's McCaffrey. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Outside.
To throw, Purdy. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. That one's good for 29.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey.
Purdy's pass complete to Christian McCaffrey. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal.
Outside. Watch out.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Falcons 24. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. From the 35, it's first and 10. A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
London. It's a gain of
From
7.
the 42-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
42-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They count. Take him down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Tua now on third down. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. Here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return is not going anywhere. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Outside.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. That's caught left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's got a man. That's Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
49er 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. And the 49ers.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
On to the 4th quarter we go. And it begins with a McCaffrey run. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Get set, get set. 18. Watch out.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The
Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Tua gonna throw. In trouble, and he's gonna be taken down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Pitts is the man in motion. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Left side in the hands of London. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, here's Tua. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of
1st and 10.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Hey, get set.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Tua.
line.
Quick throw here is complete.
Complete to number 87.
Ball on the 40 now.
6-yard
Here's
pickup.
2nd down and
Brings up
4.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Now Robinson. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. Pushed out to his left. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And here's Bijan. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
Great run there, but now the question becomes, when does the defense start using their timeouts? You typically want to use them on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. So we'll see ultimately how they choose to play this out as this game kind of winds down.
He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short game.
At the 8-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. Flushed to his left, and he will get into the end zone. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown Atlanta. Now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once again. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Into space at the 45, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 32 yards. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. 11 yards as they move the chain. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15. Throwing again is Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd down. McCaffrey. And this one blown up. Good serve to drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
Room past the 20. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Makes the score Falcons 38, 49ers 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So it is Brock Purdy and the 49ers down by 10. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's a tall order, but they begin with decent field position on first down. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man, it's the tight end, Jake Tonjes. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. And will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they'll move into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards.
Purdy going to put it up again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing again is Purdy. Samuel has it working in the middle. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So it's a win here for the Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Falcons are winners as we say so long from Atlanta.